Okay, so continuous integration tools. So where you can see what is a continuous integration also, you can learn from here. Like continuous integration is a development practice is a development practice where developer integrate code into shared repository frequently, preferred preferably several times a day. Each integration can be verified by automated build and automated tested. Okay, each integration can be verified by automated build and automated tested. While automated testing is not strictly part of, say, is a typically implied. So what are it is? So we can do all the parts. See, he can see that this is the integration part. Okay, you can see these pictures. You'll understand. So from developer to again complete. So it's a frequently you have to do same thing again and again. So it is very useful using a continuous integration things. Different tools are using continuous integrations tools. Um, so my point is I want to tell very easy way is a continuous integration tool is like in a DevOps we have a different tools like coding, testing, building, deploying, and monitoring. So in anything is happens, any changes occur. So the integration tool automatically respond and do according to the choice. Like when a new code is generated, for example, just uh, today everything is irritated. Yesterday is completely silent, and today is irritation. Did you see? Maybe. Okay. Now see. What is this? Jenkins things are a continuous integration. So I will type directly Jenkins. You can type a continuous integration tools or a CI by CD tools. See here it is. When I develop a code, so I develop the code. Okay, so new code is generated. So the code number is okay, new code is developed. Then in a Jenkins, I will put it like this. So take this code into the Jenkins and I write things. I told what to do. So I told like test it. Okay, test it. So who using testing tools like a Selenium, JUnit, NUnit, XUnit, whatever the testing thing is there, test it. So what I done? So I create a code. So I made a code and I put a code into central repository. For example, Git. Okay, so when I put a code and then in a Jenkins, what I'm doing? So I will tell. So whenever the new code is developed, so I said test it. If test is okay, I will take it from it. If test is successful, I got a successful report. Then I said build it using a building tools. Um, what are the building tools like a Marvin, and MS Build? Like so many building tools are there. AppV is one of the build tool also works. Install Shield, Vice Package Studio, like so build it, package it, like that. Okay, so release management. Okay, so release thing is comes here this side. So here what I said, so when the new code is there, so I took the code and first I will test it. Test is okay, then I will send to build. Okay, I'll send to the build tools. Okay, next the build is also successful. What to do after build? Deploy. Okay, deploy. Deploy using a tools like chef, Ansible, Puppet. These are the deploy tools. Deploy into the system. Okay, so deploy somewhere. Okay, deploy. Now it is deployed successful. Okay, then if you want to monitor it, then you can also monitor it using monitoring tools. Monitor the performance. Okay, now the now work is completed. Now again the developer made another code. Developer develop some additional code. Now the second part of second phase is done. Okay, second phase completed. So like he develop some code extra, and he's send it to a repository, like source location where he actually integrate the code, like a GitHub. For example, a developer develop the code, he put it into GitHub. Again, it take the code, it will take the code, test it, build it. If test is successful, build it. Build is successful, deploy it, and remaining things. Okay, like this. Again, new code is generated, and Jenkins will take the code and send for the testing. If test is failed, for example, test is failed, immediately it will report. Okay, it send a thing, test is failure, sent to the developer. So there is a lot of integration tool, mail integration, Jira related integrations are published into what we can say dashboard type. Okay, so like a dashboard thing. Okay, so it will tell in a different ways based on our choice only, based on our choice, and like you want to send a mail or you want to send a put it in a display board like a dashboard type. Okay, so it will tell the coder, so test failure, so there is a code problem. Then again coder will verify the code and do it correctly. Now again, so, integrate. So you don't use the Jenkins. What is coder issue? So whatever it is, okay. The coder issue is like put it into central repository only. Coder made a changes, put it into central repository. So I create a program. I put an option like whenever the new trigger occur, central repository, take it, take it, test it, build it, and deploy it. So this is what, okay, CI and CD is doing. What is CI and CI doing? CI and CD doing continuous integration and continuous deployment. So in a development, whatever the new thing is trigger automatically, it do all the parts of it. So both continuous development and continuous testing is done. So then it is going to deploy. So like that, frequent deployments we can able to do it frequently. We can continuous development we can do it. So and any issues occur, again immediately we know and how to do it. So uh, here I put a two Jenkins related one. So this is how I installed last time. Okay, so it shows like a 1 hour, but I one by one step I done. Complete only up to Jenkins open. This is the part. Okay, part for Jenkins intro and install. Again, this is a part install and pro demo. So it took lot of time to install both at time. Okay, so you can just try it. Okay, do it. Okay. So as per the second video, like yesterday, what I post, I done in this PC. Okay, separate PC. This is our first PC actually, which when we develop for that one. And also I installed Oracle 11g. Okay, so you are already using that one. I think your problems, Oracle problems are solved, I think. Okay, if any problem still problem is there, please tell me. And this one is using by default 8080 port number. Okay, Oracle is using 8080 port number, but I already installed Jenkins in a 8080 port number. There is a two problems we have it. Okay, now I downloaded this Eclipse also, fresh one, and I copied here Eclipse. Okay, this is Eclipse. So we have to install the Eclipse, then we will see that one later. First of all, I have to open the Jenkins folder. So this is my Jenkins var file. I think you can't able to see. Okay, I'll put a full screen mode so then you can easily watch. Magnifier is in my PC, one PC. Okay. Uh, okay. This 150 is okay, I think so. So can you see this is a Jenkins folder? I'm not installing, guys. Already I installed. If you want to see the C drive, users, admin, dot Jenkins. Okay. This is already installed. So if you see the plugins also, I installed all the plugins. You can see all the plugins. Okay. So everything is installed. Okay. I put a admin also. But every time whenever you want to open, you have to open from here only. Because I didn't put this one as a Windows services. I don't want to it because again extra services added. So whenever I want Jenkins, I will open it. Okay, so I'm open is run as administrator. So then it is become more smoother. Okay, it's a Jenkins folder. So when I installing this one, so I put a directly like this. But now because of port number 8080, maybe you get a issue. So I change my port number to HTTP port. So P is a cap letters in a port. Okay, equal to 9090. We'll see what will happen. Okay, it is already there in dot Jenkins. Everything is there. Only thing is which we try to open with a different port number. Just we have to wait till it is showing full up and running. Start initialization is there. Okay. So it is listed all plugins. Is it anywhere showing full up and running kind of stuff? No, no, no. So we still wait. So we need a browser. So when you are installing, make sure that if you are not yet installed, make sure that like close all extra things, extra internet, mobile streaming or anything. Okay, because we don't have that much of speed of internet, stable free speed in internet is not there. So better. Okay, HTTP. So earlier I use 8080 port number. Now I'm use 9090 port number. Okay, it won't open until unless it shows full up and running. Somewhere it is showed. Just now only it is showed. Okay, so we have to verify that one. We missed that one. Simple. Just it is showed, and it is loading all the things also. So all the plugins also loaded. You have finished download metadata. That is done. Just nearby only it will show. Uh, Perform or check one is done. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Jenkins is full up and running. It means once you got this one, then only you can able to open with the browser. Jenkins can be installed in a different platforms, including MacBooks and all kind of stuff. Also, you can. So I created a administrator. So last time in this PC is JAdmin, okay, and admin 123. I think that's the password. Always some disturbance. Okay, so this is my Jenkins, fresh one. So nothing I didn't create. So whenever you are in a Jenkins, first of all, whenever you open a fresh Jenkins, so first you have to do few things. Okay, so don't do project immediately. So go to the manage Jenkins. Go to manage Jenkins. It will work. It is showing a red color mark error because of there's some plugin issue is there. Environment injector plugin 2.0 thing. So you can, if you want to manage this one, you can manage using these options, or you can simply dismiss also. So this is the new edition, right? Little bit options are changed. Configure system global. This is important. Configure system. This is very important. Global tool configuration. Manage the plugins. This is a configuration as a code. Install as a service. Like when you start your PC, automatically you want to run Jenkins. Okay, that is install as a Windows service. Okay, manage nodes and clouds. So you can connect from here to the any cloud things also. Offline, online clouds like Azure and AWS. We can connect and we can deploy things also. Okay, this is a configure global security, manage users, manage credentials, configure credential providers. This is for how to create a user, how to link the user, like how to connect Active Directory. If I have a Active Directory, domain controller is there. So I created a user in a domain controller, and we have to connect from here, like so authentication purpose we can use that users for a authentication because it's a open source one, so Jenkins. Okay. So the users also may compromise sometimes, so we need a stronger, if you need a stronger authentication system, then you can use the security thing. Okay, this is information, Active Directory health status about Jenkins, system information, system logs, and load statistics. So, like you want to know how it is going with the system, what is a RAM capacity and logs and all kind of stuff. We can able to see it. Okay, this is a troubleshooting. Something is given here, and tools and action. This is also important here. Okay, so for example, your configuration is something is issue is occur. You can reload configuration from disk directly from like any issues further changes occurs, some changes occurs based on that change, your Jenkins is not working okay properly, the data is so you can take it from the disk, like you can save your dot Jenkins folder, then you can take it from there. This is CLI, so you can use the command lines to do things from the Jenkins CLI. Like I'm open with a new tab, so you can see from the CLI also. So Jenkins CLI. These are all commands only. Like you want to create a job, or you want to create a, you want to see the console thing, you want to create a job, create a node, create a view. Using your command lines also we can do it. You want to shut down, you want to restart, you want to connect. So all these things are there. Like command is always like this. Okay, it's a command format which you don't know the how to put a command and all. For example, you want to see the list of plugins, so I click it, so it will tell you what is the command. Okay, you need to learn specifically, just you can go through this one, and once you are habituated to use this one, so then you can try. Okay, so you have to download this jenkins-cli.jar. You have to download it. Okay, you can download it directly, so no problem. Okay, that one, that is a CLI. Script console, prepare for shutdown. You want to shut down your Jenkins and because of certain reason, then you can click it here, but mostly the shutdown thing will work with the CLI only. Okay, restart, reboot, like instead of manage you can put a shutdown or a reboot command also. Okay, this is about your manage Jenkins, and here in I want to go to system configuration. First, this is a manage, so go to manage Jenkins, system configuration. So configure system, global tool configuration, and manage plugin. I want to show you these three things first. Then I will show you one simple program. Okay. When you are using these things, okay, we need a 4 GB RAM for a machine minimum. Recommended. Minimum is 1 GB is more than enough, but um, we are all using a Windows machine, right? So take okay, it is taking time. Let it rotate. So to avoid the slow work, so increase your RAM size if possible. Otherwise, close any unnecessary things are there. Please, better to close it. How much time? See, it's ridiculous. Okay, so this is a configuration thing. Take time. So today my hand and my mouse, my system, everything working funny way. Is anybody having an idea about Maven? See, it is how much slow my mouse is moving. Okay, see. So the home directory means where my .jenkins folder is there. Okay. So if you create any project and all, where it will store here only. Okay. This is system message kind of stuff like a hello, how are you type. Next, it's a global Maven project configurations. If you are doing Maven related thing, you can tell where is this OPTs kind of stuff. Okay, this is a repository where exactly your Maven repositories are there. Jenkins location. So here is a showing a Jenkins location. Port number is like this. So please set a valid host name instead of local host. So you can change your computer name here. You can put your computer name colon your port number also. Actually, ours is now 9090. It is showing 8080. So no problem. We leave like this only. Later, if any issue is there, we can change it. System admin email address. So we don't have any email counters here. So then we don't give anything. If you want to give, you can give, no problem, but you have to see all these things. What is your default language? Okay, environmental variables. You want to tell environmental variables, list of variables. Where is your Java? Where is your Python? Where is your Oracle? So like that we can list it. Okay, prepare a jobs environment, tools locations. Okay, if you have a tools like a chef, puppet, um, Selenium, any tools like you can able to put it here. Okay, SSH remote host, like you want to deploy remotely or you want to connect remotely to do some execution or things, like you can tell where is your remote host. So you add the remote host. Like if you have a Linux or SSH remote things, you can do it. Okay, so usage statistics folder, the health metrics. You know why I add all these things, all the plugins, why I add it, so to get all the options only. Okay, so GitLab, where is GitLab is a one thing and GitHub is different ones, right? So if you want to add those kind of GitLab connection is there, then you can add those things here. Otherwise, you can remove it also. Okay, if you don't want, you can remove it. So rebuild configuration. Remember password enable timestamper. So what is your how to put a timestamper? The format it is given. Warning: next generation plugin global settings. Source code directories. Okay, you want to tell where is the your source code. Groovy based warning phraser. Fingerprints. So global build discarder. Okay, lockable resource manager. GitHub. Okay, you can add the GitHub here. So I'm adding GitHub. Okay, but it is asking all the things, name of the GitHub server and API URL. So you have to understand what it is. Okay, credentials compulsory, like how to credential give. You have to add it. So currently I'm not adding anything. Okay, but you can add the GitHub server, remote GitHub server kind of stuff. GitHub API usage, global pipeline libraries, enterprise server, some throttle concurrent builders, Git parameters, Git plugin. Okay, so already I given Git plugins, right? So that when I publish the Git pub, I given, right. So like that those kind of stuff here. Okay, email and value. Okay, so create an account based on other and use existing with the same email if found. Like that, show enter commit some memory changes. Like if I want to do that one, so then I can do it like. So repo command will line executable. So it is telling not such a path executable repo here. So, so if it is there, then we can do it. CSV related things, that is also locations, source locations, subversion, CSV, Git, GitHub, GitLab. These are all source locations only. Version control systems. On delete workspace options. I don't know. This P4 ticket is common, but I didn't. We have to know such global passwords, shell, SMTP server. For example, if I have a mail communication, then I can able to specify my email things for notifying or publishing. Okay. So make it more centrally. So for that one, it is very useful. Jenkins publish over SSH keys and all. Okay. So this is our all global configuration. I didn't change anything. I think so. So I don't need to do anything. Simply I'm going to manage Jenkins again. Okay. Next is a global tool configuration. I showed configuration system, configure system. I am going to global tool configuration. I said I will show you these three things and I will show you one a demo project, how to create a demo project. Understanding Jenkins is like is simple. So here it is asking about Maven configuration. So if you are already installed Maven, then you can tell where is the Maven things are available. Okay, JDK installation. So if you want to add a JDK, you can tell JDK. Then which tool you want to install, like you can select it. Okay, required account. So you want to install directly. Okay, this is installer, means it automatically install into your PC, but it is required JDK required Oracle account it is asking. Okay, so AC 11 plus is not available for business and all, something is giving. Okay, So add installer, like if you want install it directly. Install Oracle. Okay, where is this? Okay, install Oracle SC Java developer from the website, or batch command, or shell command, or extract a zip, or tar file. It is showing like that. Okay. Now, if you don't want it, just delete install. Actually, you can uncheck this one. Java home. It is showing. Name of the JDK also given. Okay, so you can see JDK installation. Add JDK. So JDK name and Java home. Okay, so it is showing both the things. Just for fun, if you add, how can we add it? We'll see that one. So how can we add it? So you have to go to environmental variables to do that one, or otherwise you can go to the location. Already environmental variables are set it for Java, so you need to worry about it. Guys, important is make sure only one Java is installed. Make sure that one Java is installed. Don't install multiple Javas in your same PC. Okay, JDK name, and this is the home directory. Okay, install automatically is add installer. This is not required. Okay, just I added it. That is my JDK. And if you want to put a git kind of stuff, also you can tell. So what is your git name? Okay, so I'll put a git. It's showing a git.exe. So I will give the path for git. So where I install the git, so that is I'm giving path. So this is the git, and bin, this is git.exe, right? So control C, direct executable file I'm giving. It is asking for a executable file, right? So like this. Normally it will understand, but if you want, you can give things. I don't have a Gradle. Even I have a Gradle, so I don't want to check. I never use Gradle anyway. So I have to use it later. So this is if you have a Gradle or a Mercurial, MS Build, and Maven. If you have a Maven, then you can add it. So later I will show you the Maven also. That time, if you want, you can add the Maven also. Okay, Node.js, maybe this is familiar for you. So Node.js, React.js, like these are things also there, no? So these things. Okay, save it and apply. Save and apply. Yeah, I click on save, it is automatically apply automatically. Next is a plugins, manage plugins. So these are the updated, so waiting for update. Okay, so some of these are we can able to update it. Okay, two are showing SSH credential, access build agent kind of stuff. Unavailable. Okay, it's unavailable, then no problem for us. Available. So go to the available part. Last time I told you, if you can, if you don't have a more space in your system, like internet speed is not much, or maybe more, all the plugins you need to install it. We can install the recommended first, and then we can add the required plugins. We can add the required plugins. This is still some more plugins are available here. So you can see these are all plugins list only. Starting you can go JavaScript GUI Live, authentication token API, Docker commands plugin. Okay, Docker pipeline. If you want Docker pipeline, also you can add it. Okay, like that. Variant, Bitbucket. So web for Blue Ocean. Okay, AWS related one. Okay, Zira. Okay, dashboard for Blue Ocean. GitHub pipeline for Blue Ocean. Oh, so many Blue Oceans are more. Hmm. What is Blue Ocean? Now we have to search. Okay, Jira integration for Blue Ocean. Okay, for AWS, Azure, Docker, so many things, so many plugins are available in this one. If you want to know how to install the particular thing, like you can install it, like you can select this thing. For example, I want to go with the Docker commands and a Docker pipeline only. So I select those things. You can see in the bottom line. Okay, install without a restart, download and install after restart. Two options are there. Okay, so whenever you click on install without a restart, then now it is installed, okay, automatically. But we don't have a time because it's again till connecting and all. This is a install plugins. Okay, this is a install plugins. Some are grade, it means you cannot change it. Okay, you cannot change it. Some are okay, like it is open plugins. So if you don't want that one, for example, I don't want active directory plugin because I'm not using any active directory for this one. I don't want it, so I can remove it. I don't know what is a Bitbucket. I install it, but I don't know now. I don't want that one now, so I can remove the check marks and click on in a bottom. So lot of plugins we installed. Okay, these are all plugins we installed. Okay, if you don't want, just click it and remove it. Okay, it will remove that particular plugin and restart the server. That's it. You must restart the Jenkins. Okay. This is advanced. This is a new one in Jenkins. HTTP proxy configuration. So like if you have a plugins in a remote server, if you are in an organization, they are putting a one organization, or maybe HTTP proxy, right? So it is, so you have a remote intermediate server between your internet connection and your Jenkins server is there, your environment, your network environment. So you can give their server thing. Okay, proxy server means uh, it is very important one. Proxy is like a intermediate system, means it's a, it is a machine or maybe a firewall, or we can say a server. Okay, once it is connected to internet and it is connected to your local network also. uh, for example, it is like a gate, you know, in college, when time's up, the gate will close, right? For example, in college examinations are going. Okay, very simple understanding. There is a examinations is going, a government exam or a college exam, exam is going. What they will do, they close all the gates, right? Because of other uh, non authorized people should not allowed. Okay, and our students also not going. So people who are writing examination, they should show the hall ticket, go inside, right? So like that. Now important thing is, if you want to go inside or you want to come inside, you want to go outside. Sorry, yeah, you want to go outside or you want to come inside. So you have to show the hall ticket, right? So you are authorized. So then those who are having a hall ticket, they are allowed. Understand? Those who are having a hall ticket, they are allowed. Those who are not having a hall ticket, they are not allowed. Okay? It means we close everything. We open only one place, and you have to go or come inside, in and out in the one gate only. Understand? You are closed everything. Your in and out is only one gate. In that one also, you show the hall ticket, you can come in, and you show the hall ticket, then you can go outside. That's the only thing. Okay, like this is very restriction, but there is a chance to go inside and outside until whether if it is permittable. If it is permissible, then you can go outside. If it is not permissible, if it is not permitted, then you cannot go outside. Okay, like that's, take a permission, go, right? So this is like a proxy. What happened if I'm try to open google.com? So google.com is allowed to access. So for users, means people who are working in organization, so google.com is allowed. Okay, I open google.com. Then I found something like Geek for Geeks. Okay, Geek for Geeks is also allowed. Then I open Geek for Geeks. W3 schools not allowed. So I have to. put it in a proxy server. That one, how to put it in a proxy server. W3 schools are not allowed. So when I type W3 schools, it won't work. Automatically website is blocked. Okay, so that is a proxy. Usually I will tell a proxy server example is Bajrangi Bhaijaan movie. If you remember the movie Bajrangi Bhaijaan, that is Pakistan border. The border means it's a closed, but still he can able to go in, outside, right? So because somewhere there is a opening is there, somewhere it is a opening, he went inside, like there is going, he dig into that line and he went to the he crossed the border, right? So like that, proxy means we close everything, we open for a few websites only. So user want to access that website, he can able to access. If you have try to access any website other than that one, any network other than allowed network, you cannot access. So when you're accessing, you have to tell I'm accessing through proxy. For example, in your environment, you have a proxy server. You have to give the proxy server information. Also, you can search what is a proxy server also. Okay. If you are not understanding, so when I speak about networking time, so please tell me. Upload plugins, directly uploading, okay, this kind of stuff. So this is about plugin manager. So I'm going to back to the dashboard again. Okay. So these three things are very important in a Jenkins. So compulsory, we have to see those three things. What is that one? Configuration setting, configure setting, global tool configuration, and plugin management. These three things very important in a Jenkins administration. People means how many users are there. So I have only one user, so that is a user one. Okay. If you want to create a more users, go to manage Jenkins. Then you can create a users also, multiple users also. They can log in. Currently I'm not doing that one. I want to show you how to do a new project. So I have to go to new item, then I have to do it. But before that one, what I am going to do is, I will tell you first. Keep the Jenkins things one always. Okay. Minimize and leave it. Okay. So don't open this CMD. If you want to do anything with a CMD, open another CMD only. Okay. I want to show you one simple project. Okay, this is a Git project, Git pull and all projects. Yeah, I created a folder called projects. So already I created this folder, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to do something here. Either I can do by GI mod, like a right click, new folder creation, but and also I can create using a CMD, right? Guys, commands are important. So basic commands. So then try to learn commands also, because I don't have a time and all, and you are not speaking also. So this is a C drive. This is a C drive. E colon. Then. So I got a E drive. I got a E drive. Then I'm going to CD projects. Then I went to the projects. Okay. So CD projects. E colon means switching to E drive. Next, dir means checking what are the content of this one. So it is like ls type. Okay, it is does not having anything. Of course, mine is not having anything. How to create a file, right? So how to create a file. You can use copycon command to create a file, but problem is you can use the copycon command to create a file. Okay, but here I want to create with a simple echo command. Okay, so first I will show you what is echo command. Echo welcome to Jenkins. So it will display welcome to Jenkins. Then I will put it this information into a file. For example, pf1.txt something. Okay, So the file is created now, so you can see the file from here, like that is the file. Okay, you can see the file like that. Okay, and if you want to read it, type pf1.txt. I'm reading the file. So what is there inside? You want to display the date. But when you type the command date, problem is it is asking you to change the date. So I don't want to change the date. So you want to get display only date and terminal again. So /t. It means /t will display the date. That's it. It won't display anything. Okay. Now I want to display the date. So this is what I want to do the program. Okay. Um, cd. Sorry. You want to create a directory also. You can create a directory also, like md to create a directory, da1, just for example, just da1 directory I created. So you can see here da1 directory is created. Okay, you want to copy a file, like pf1.txt to da1 directory. Okay, incorrect it is, like we have to give this slash. No problem, one file is copied. So dir da1 file is copied. Okay, this is very simple one, so I want to do these things. Okay. Next, here another problem I will tell. I want to go to C drive, so C colon, but it is not going to C drive, it is going to users admin kind of stuff. I want to go to E drive, it is not going to E drive again, it is going to projects. There is columns in here. Okay, it is going to projects directly, it is not giving a choice. So then what you have to do, cd slash, sorry, no, cd slash, this slash only. If you put a cd space slash, it go to root directory always, it is going to root directory. So better to go to root directory, then change to another directory. Okay, you want to go to projects or Jenkins or whatever it is. Okay, so um, these things we have to do. Okay, so now I am going to minimize this one and I'm going to delete this one, because I'm going to create this one using a Jenkins. I created manually, but same thing I want to do it Jenkins. Okay, now I want to create a new project, new item, guys, see, it is new item. Okay, different projects you can do it. Freestyle project, generally you are giving your own commands and all, so your own way, that is a freestyle. You are creating a maven and maven commands, maven related things, then maven project. You want to create a pipeline project, then it is a pipeline thing. Okay, external jobs, multi configuration, multi job project, folder, it's a container related things. GitHub organization, multi branch pipeline is there, like depends upon your type of project you are doing that one. I'm doing a simple freestyle project. I'm putting a name of the project is project one, or you can put a name is demo project one or demo one. Okay, so you can use a name called demo one or demo project one, anything you can give. Okay, I think you can able to see this one, demo project one, freestyle project. Select the freestyle project, already I selected it, then click OK. That's it. It take times, it is rotating, right? In yesterday video I done same thing, yesterday evening video I done same thing only, but I didn't add any voice and all. So I have to explain all these things, right? So that's why I am telling same. This is a general, means you can give a descriptions. Okay, I'm using a cmd um, commands for our project, anything you can put it, no problem. It's because it's a description. Here you can, if you want to add anything in a description like a discard old builds, okay, GitHub project, use custom workspace, GitLab connection. There are so many options are there here. You can see and you can do it. Next one is source code management. You can see the tab automatically changes. Okay, general source code management. In this one, a very important one for all the practicals is the most common important one is source code management, build. Okay, these two are important. Source code management, build, these two are important. Next important is post build actions. Next important is post build actions. Then build triggers, build environments. These are important. Okay. So what is the source code management? Where is your source? The source can be clear case, CSV project set, Git repo, Git, Mercurial, okay, Preforce, software, subversion, UCM, clear case like that. So if you are want to give Git repository, then also you can give the Git repository also. I'm choosing none, okay, because I'm not using Git now. Okay, we'll see that one later. So the location of source code, that is very important. Build triggers. So whenever the thing is happen, like some source code is changes occur in a source code, or a periodic build periodically, or a build after other projects are build after other projects are built. Trigger builds remotely. Trigger builds remotely, like some remote build happen, you can put the script, so based on that it will happen. Poll SEM. So like if you are in a software part, then you will understand more. Build environments. So delete space before build start. Okay, provide configuration file, add a timestamps on a console. Like you want add a timestamp to console output. So when it is build with the ant, build with ant like this. This is a build step, build. So you can click here, build. This is, you can see build and post build actions. So I'm going to build only, build, and you can see a lot of options here. Okay, so depends upon your language using and other build things. Like you are created a Node.js script, or maybe you execute Windows batch command, execute shell wise, shell bash shell kind of stuff. Change build names, or you can see here invoke ant, invoke top level Maven target. If you are using a Maven thing, run with the timeout, trigger all call builds on other project, set building status to pending to GitHub commit. Like this, so many build things are there. This is a post build action. Post build action is after build, what to do. Do you want to build another one? Do you want to publish it? Do you want to mail it? You want to create a you want to publish a Java documents, publish a HTML report, publish a JUnit test result. Like that, it's a thing is there. That is build and post build. So first I'm going to build, uh, execute batch commands, execute windows batch commands. I selected it. Okay, environmental variable, okay, cannot required. So here I am switching whatever the commands I done in a CMD prompt, I'm doing same thing. I'm going to e colon, means I want to change whatever the location you are currently. So it will execute inside of document things only, so I will show you that one once. Okay, but I want to go to E drive first. Okay, then I want to put a CD slash. So then whatever, if in case while switching from CMD to one drive to another drive, it go to default folders. So don't go to default folders. No. I'm not giving now, so I will show you this one again. Okay, we should not take care everything first time. Okay, I'm going to E drive. Then I want to give you echo welcome to Jenkins. Okay, anything you can type, right? So then date slash t. Next, again I want to put this information in a pf1 dot txt. Okay, if you want to put a date also, you can put it a date double greater pf1 dot txt. Both I want to put it. Okay, so you can drag this one also if you want to see more, then you can see. Guys, what I'm typing is clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, and also I told md but creating a directory, right? So da1 and copy. No, don't do this one. I don't want to do. This is only I want to do it. First, I want to do this one. Okay, because this is one code development. So I created some code. So save and apply. So okay. Just click on save is enough. Now, so when you are done, automatically you can see project demo file. That's it. Workspace, recent changes, uh, some permanent link are showing here. You can see changes, workspace, build now, configure, delete project, rebuild latest, rename, embeddable build status, build history. Okay, so these are the right side options. I already in a demo project one. Now configure means if you want to change the configuration now, you can change it. You want to build now, so build it. You want to build later, so then you have to tell in a change only. So I'm going to build now. So I click on build now, then go bottom like this one. So just wait. Now it is. Can you see this one? This is a build one. First build. I'm going to click on here. I'm going to select console output. Click here. Then what is going on? You can see here. So this is a console output. Okay, it's a blue color means successful. What are the commands I given, that is successful. Okay, so but what happened here, understand, running as a system, loading first is started by user, which user is doing this one, running as a system, loading node environmental variables, building workspace. So this is the location of your project, so it is created this folder automatically. Okay, and automatically called this up to here, it is Jenkins only. From here my command e colon, so see it is automatically changed to Jenkins folder. My target is e. Okay, and then actually should we do it in e. I didn't give in cd command also. Okay, echo welcome Jenkins, displayed welcome to Jenkins, date displayed, that is good. But when I put this thing, it is done in a Jenkins folder, not in a E drive. Okay, and I didn't specify the my drive my folder also, and it is automatically changed to Jenkins folder. And can you see the date? And these two files are, this file pf1 file is created under Jenkins folder. You want to verify? Just go to verification. Nothing is created under projects, and as I by mistakenly I didn't give an answer. It is created here. Can you see? Because there is a column in my giving a text script. So this file is created here. Okay. So my point is no, it don't create here, right? My point is don't create here. So that's my point is create here under projects folder. Now what I have to do? Again, back to the project, go to configure. So this is in a development first build, right? This is the first one. So I done a code I check the output, and my output came, but not as what I expected. But not as what I expected. So I want to change it now. Okay, this is simple one. That's why it's E cd slash means it will go to core E drive, and cd projects is I want to go to projects and display these things, and then put the file these things into the file, and also I want to add okay, up to here. Okay, so I add these two things. Okay, because when I put a cd slash, this slash, not normal, so cd slash means pure e colon. Okay, not e folder kind of stuff, it's a pure e colon, and I'm going to change my directory and display these two lines and put these two things into pf1 file. Okay, save. Now done. Okay, already one build history, one build is there. Now I'm going to build now again. Now build 2, you can see build 2 here if you need a more, because this is a very small 2-3 commands only, right? It will run very fast. You can click it like no problem, just you can click on 2, then you can see build 2. So when it is built, timestamp you can also see. Okay, console output, and you can see what happened. So this is switching to this directory, but this is the actual directory. If I don't specify E drive, so it will execute in this directory. Okay, you have to go to that directory, and cdc automatically E Jenkins folder came. I put a cd slash, then E colon. So I went to the root directory of E and cd projects. Now I put a echo command, it is displaying date slash, it is showing a date, and again I want to put this information into pf1. Why one greater is came up? Maybe I done mistake there. Okay, this is another date, double greater. Okay, success, finished is successful. But now as per me, I am getting this one. See this one. Okay, so where I want to create, I want to create this thing in a projects only. Now I want to create a directory, I want to copy this file into that one. Okay, so I want to go to, either I will build this one or I will build another project. So I can do in a different project, or otherwise I will change this project only. So requirement is changed. What is the requirement is changed? Create a directory and build it. So I'm not at deploy this project, so still I can able to do it. Build, here I'm creating md da1 anything, so to some da1 directory, and copy pf1.txt da1 directory. Okay, okay, so I want to copy this file and I put it into da1 directory. I'm going to create a directory, I'm copying it. Okay, save. Just I want to show you what is a continuous development using Jenkins. Now build now, click on build now. Now third build, so click the third one, console output. You can see the console output again, same thing. But when you do it, be careful while you are doing, because of creation of file and again, so it will give you a problem. So this is md da1, copy file is also done and successful. Success is okay, but we'll next time we'll see the failures also. This is see pf1 is copied into da1 directory. Da1 directory is created here. Okay, so this is your demo project. So this is one project. Now how to create a dependent project is also easy. Okay, depend project means once you build this one, you can build another project. That is also we can able to do it. Okay. So here if you go to the dashboard again, you can see, so successful project, it shows successful project. Okay, so where it is like it is showing build stability, no recent build failure. So always build is successful. Okay, if it is, it will show different ways like in a different part. Okay, this is a project name, last success, last failure, duration, Jenkins, build on Jenkins, issues, any issues you can able to see. Okay, so this is about your how to build a project. And three times I changed it. Okay, three times. First time I put something, then I changed. Second time, third time I changed it. So finally, till desired output, you can keep on changing it. We'll do it. So continuous development and continuous building. I done this one. Okay, so this is about your basic Jenkins, how we can able to do it. So later we'll do one by one, like how to take a code from Git and how to execute in your environment and how to execute in Jenkins environment also we can able to do it. Okay, and only thing is awareness is important. Just you have to look at it and see, we can do it. So Jenkins understand it. So now maybe you are busy with SQL, no problem, do SQL thing only. Okay, so tomorrow take at least 2 hours, install Jenkins. If you have any doubts, tomorrow also I'm absolutely free. I'm in home only, I'm not going anywhere. Okay, if I'm somewhere, that send a message, then immediately I will reply, no problem. Okay, so if I don't see it, that's a different part. Install the Jenkins part and do it as per that one. Okay, so I'm stop recording. Okay, so I will show you the next build things. Okay.